Hello everybody, welcome back to Evolve. We're going to be playing as Gorgon. In this one we're on Barracks against Kyra, Sunny, Griff and Parnell for this one. Haven't done SCARLET for a long time, so we'll do a SCARLET Gorgon game. We'll do everything except Mimic on the abilities to start things off, and damage reduction will always be the perk of choice, as Gorgon is a little bit weak on the number side of things. Very high DPS assault, weakest trapper in the game, very decent support, very decent medic. So Griff is basically the weakest link on this one. See, apologise about the voice going into this one and probably the video that's going out with this, and also subsequent carnival hunt videos that I will be grinding out tonight because it's the last day of the alpha. About my voice, I got heavily intoxicated the night before and I still haven't recovered. So, you know, it's going to be a bit gravelly in places probably. Don't know what this is. 4v1 Acing from 2015, ladies and gentlemen. Currently going to be playing as the monster. At the very beginning, we are going to be finding things to eat, as such, to fill up this little ring meter you'll see that appears on my back whenever we do. Not clear way yet. Because once that fills, we'll be able to evolve to stage 2, which is where the fighting will begin. Stage 1 monsters in this game are very weak and don't have much attack damage. Does anything actually exist on this planet, or have I just spawned in an ecological dead zone? We are going to get traversals. It's going to help with a bit of mobility. Certain wildlife do have their own buffs attached to them via albinoism, I think it's called. Yeah, we do get traversals out of that. Some striders. For those with more passionate eyes, bring your attention to animation quality, you know, all that good stuff, atmosphere, all that, you know. As I say, it was made in 2015, this. And I have, you know, spoken me piece, so to speak, in a friendly way, over in the Carnival Hunt Discord server, and I have said the line, you know, that I've said in a couple of videos now, where DBD has held the Acing genre back for 9 years, and it was received with applause. So there's a lot of like-minded people in the Carnival Hunt circuit as well, so it's nice to be at home, you know. Amongst my people. Gamers with standards, basically, but I'll shut up about it, you know, it's fine. There might be some people who like DBD here, and it's, you know, if you like it, you like it, but just let it be known, ladies and gentlemen, if you are one of those people, you could be having significantly better games in your fucking genre, but, you know, burying our heads in the sand to it and all that kind of stuff is the reason we are currently just in a PlayStation 2 era of Acing. It's fine. Right. Let's get back to this. We've evolved now, we're at stage 2. We're going to gain size, we're going to gain HP, we're going to gain damage, everything we need to actually fight properly. We do, however, lose a bit of that armour when we do evolve, so we do need to feed up a little bit more, but then we will get in there. Those are carrion birds, which are going to tell the hunters where we are at this present moment. Meter works the same way as well. Once we fill the meter, we'll be able to go to stage 3, which is the final evolution of the monster. Just gonna wait for him to come through here. We'll fight here because it's quite wide open. I think they're coming through this cave. Yeah, I can potentially get a mimic off that. Mayhaps bait the dome. Not quite. Push that spider forward. You are incredibly isolated, so you're target number 1, and you're the medic. That's ridiculous. I don't know why she's gone round on her own. She's very high sustain, Kyra, though. Get another spider in there. Do you go? Good. Do get a double colonist down. We are going to go for Griff because we're about to drop armour. We are very squishy as this monster, so we're going to melt pretty quickly. Traversal got cancelled there, that was weird. Do get that, we'll get out now. Getting the revives in. Trapjaw picnic left on the ground. Didn't see him spawn though. Those spawn in the same way as carrion birds do. They're a bit more of a deterrent for monster than hunters. Hunters can put them down in a couple of bullets, but you tank quite a lot of hits with the monster. Kind of designed to just make you move on basically from food. It's going to be stage 3 ready, but we are going to go in again. Just to see if we can get some more strikes. Gorgon can wall cling. It doesn't really work against bots this, but you can do it to basically guarantee yourself a crit. Stick a spider down there. Yeah, he already knows I'm here. He might still walk under me though. A bit further. He will. Shielded it, that's fine. Yeah, you guarantee yourself basically a solid engage if you can land on people. Get another spider in there. That was really weird, I don't know why I did that. We do get Griff down, so the dome deactivates because he is the trapper. I was going to say she's going to range revive there, we are going to get out. Yeah, it's gone the wrong way. It's a bit shit. Do pushing back. Don't get the spider, that's fine. We'll go stage 3. Gorgon doesn't have much staying power in fights because she's of a low numbers. Won't do that because of the nomad. Go over here. A couple of bodies as well. So we'll grab stage 3. Stage 3, ladies and gentlemen, in this game is the power roll. And this is how it should be done in ASIMs. Twitter would have a fucking heart attack if they see this. We say that in nearly every video now. Just because I think it's funny, and also I think it's true. Hunter objective in this game is to stop the monster from getting to stage 3, which is what we are now. You'll tell by the size of us now, based on what you can see. You know, actually fucking huge, even though Gorgon's actually one of the smaller stage 3 monsters. But yeah. Hunters are supposed to stop this from happening, so when it does actually happen in the game, because the monster player gets rewarded for existing rather than being punished, which is what the top of the ASIM genre at the moment does, you pay for it basically. You live with your mistakes. Try and mimic this, I might not be able to get this though, because it is a bit of a... Yeah, that's fine. Didn't bait the dome though. Good in there. Kind of want to get rid of that shield. You can beat stage 3s, but it is very difficult to do so, because as I say, this is where the game tilts into monster favour. Because at this point in time, these people have had 2 stages to kill me, and they haven't. So they then get punished for it, basically. We do get that. I'll get as much vomit on her as I would have liked there. Can't really mimic here because it doesn't really do anything. I'll show you what happens when you do mimic. No, we kind of did. Usually it dies in the fucking spawn animation, so... I'm going to be getting Griff here because I don't know where Sunny is, so we'll just get that strike. Grab some downs because animation quality is present in this game as well. We don't have monsters that only have 1 fucking animation in the game. We are going to get respawned, so we are going to go for the feed here. We're going to be without an assault though, so that's pretty damn strong for us. Just grab the rest of this. Get back in there. Wow, okay. Now, what they should be doing in this instance, I don't know if the bots are going to do it, but the correct way to play this now is for them basically hide and seek. But there is... Griffin is stage 3 monster sighting monologuing. He's over there. Okay. All the hunters have unique, you know, character accurate responses to seeing stage 3s as well, so it's really funny. I don't know where Sunny is though. Oh, I heard her over there, the explosions. Yeah, in this instance what they do is, obviously with it being bots, they're not going to be able to do this. We are going to look for them and kill them by actually killing the team, but just to show you, when they hide like this, the counterplay that the monster has in this situation, because it can be quite hard to find them, you get on the relay. And you start damaging this, because if I destroy this, game's over, whether the hunters are dead or not. Monsters do have different attack animations. Gorgon's very slappy, because she's got jellified, boneless kind of limbs. Tries to pull it off, slapping again. And the way you counter this, as the hunter, is you can get a line of sight. Either stand on that rock over there, stand all the way on that ledge over there, and just poke me with bullets. And it'll break me out of the animation and it'll force the monsters to go and fight you. Not recommended if you are still alone and there's about 40 seconds left on the countdown though, because she's over there somewhere. Because it usually spawns it next to where they are. Because then you are facing a stage 3 on your own, and you have to live for that 40 seconds. So, Sunny has got to be around here somewhere. So there's 3 of them, there she is. So we are actually going to go for her in this instance. So we don't have a case where she runs up again. With a cloak. That new web. That should do it. Cloaking and running there. Trying to get Kyra in that. It's not really worked though. I think they did. No, they didn't. I thought they revived him. The spider in there. That should be it. Giving the pounce. There it is. No, we're not. Yeah, as I'm just demonstrating to you there, because we've got 2 best friends in the ASIM genre at the moment. We've got Carnival and we've got Evolve to play, ladies and gentlemen, so we're just hammering it into skulls as much as we can about how much better ASIMs can be, you know, and how much better they actually were, because there's a lot of people in this day and age, and this was something that was brought up in Carnival Hunt's Discord that I enlightened everybody to, and there was a couple of people that did come out of the woodwork and say, yeah, you're right with that one. DBD did not invent this fucking genre. This game did, you know? So this basically put ASIMs on the map, and DBD swooped in and looted the fucking corpse. That's basically what happened with this genre. So, you know, it's literally a case, ladies and gentlemen. What we've basically got at the moment, I'll visualise you what it looks like inside my mind and why I always go this far into it and all this kind of shit, right? Basically, picture valley. Right, we've got a valley at the moment, okay, and there's a bridge going across it, okay, or there should be a bridge going across it, and the bridge itself is ASIM Games, okay. Now this bridge hasn't been, it's had a bit of a rocky history, it's not been put together very well, and all that kind of stuff, right? So on one side of the bank of the valley, right at the top, on the top of the surface of the cliff, you've got Evolve, right, the very beginning, like a timeline kind of thing. Then you move along to the middle, where you've got Dead by Daylight that's at the bottom of that fucking valley. You know, the bridge is broke, basically, and DBD's down there. Then, on the right side, again at the top of the mountain, we've got Carnival Hunt. Now, you know, because Carnival Hunt's a really fucking good ASIM as well. Yeah, that we're likely going to lose, if we're being fucking realistic. Because I don't believe we live in a timeline these days where ASIMs are permitted to exist if they don't have fucking Michael Myers in them. You know, nothing can be good if it doesn't farm licenses, you know, and suffer from severe fucking content bloat to the point of being imbalanced, you know, because that's basically what the state of it is now. But yeah, that's what it is. We've got Evolve on one side of the valley at the top, the beginnings of the bridge. DBD's fat ass has fucking destroyed the bridge and is at the bottom of the fucking valley, called in all the fucking rescuers, the rescue support, spent all the fucking taxpayers' money. They're all down there. Everybody's fucking dead, collapsed, trying to fucking lift its fat ass out of the valley. The fucking helicopter's down there as well because it's all fucking shit. And then we've got Carnival on the other side looking down confused, you know. That's basically what it is. And probably Carnival is going to try and make that rescue attempt itself and end up at the bottom of the fucking valley with the rest of them down there, you know, with DBD and all that kind of shit. But DBD's actually still alive. It hasn't killed, got itself, you know, it hasn't, everybody else has got killed for it, you know, that kind of shit. Fucking stupid analogy, I'm just being stupid, but it is what it is, fellas, at the end of the day. Basically, the long and short of it is, we've got Evolve that was better than Dead by Daylight, and now we've got Carnival that was better than Dead by Daylight. Sprinkle a little bit of last year in as well, because last year was better than Dead by Daylight as well. Literally every fucking ASIM that's been original has been better than Dead by Daylight, but you just can't, for some reason, gamers these days have like this allergy, like this legit mental allergy to high quality games and what good gaming actually is. And when you give them the points and you literally just fucking give it to them straight like I do, they attack you for it because they can't fucking think for themselves. They have to dedicate themselves to the favourite streamers that don't do nothing but blow smoke up the arse of what is a shit game, right? That's basically what it is, you know. I'm not saying to people that you can't enjoy Dead by Daylight, right? I'm not saying, you know, don't enjoy it if it is your favourite game. But what I am saying to these people who it is probably their favourite game and all that sort of stuff, and they do take offence to this, it's just, the basic message is, will you just open your fucking eyes to what's actually being said, you know, rather than just getting fucking emotional every time somebody says that your game might not be fucking perfect, and the devs that are taking the piss out of you for 9 years might not be the fucking angels that they paint themselves out to be, you know. Because I'm telling you, it's like a good example of this, right? And in terms of the laziness, because I'm going on a bit of a tangent again here, but this is where it comes from. Because I've been here since 2016 with Evolve, with DBD. I used to be a player of DBD that enjoyed DBD, you know, back in the day. But now we've got to 2025, it's starting to fucking show, boys. The cracks are all there. You know, you've got fucking content bloat that's making the game massively imbalanced. They're pushing actively, the development team of current Dead by Daylight are actively pushing us versus them shit by weaponizing fucking survivors every fucking patch that comes out, you know, to the point where a genuine confusion is now being expressed on the DBD subreddit as to why Rick Grimes doesn't have a fucking pistol as a perk, you know, that kind of shit, like genuine concern, like confusion, they're asking for it, you know, and it's like, it's not a fucking ASIM anymore because the power roll isn't the power roll anymore. But again, you try and mention this to him, oh no, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, silly little streamer. You know, you're supposed to enjoy having the piss stuck out of you by 4 fucking little kids in a Discord server. Because usually it is. Like, I know little kids are used as a fucking insult across the internet, but usually it is, man. They're all fucking just fresh out of school, wanting to take the piss on a fucking Discord server and ruin the evening of somebody else's games who's just come home probably from fucking work, who's playing killer, you know. Because that's what it is now. There's no feeling of presence, there's no feeling of power, there's no feeling of any kind of immersion on the power roll side of Dead by Daylight. Because it's just constant take fucking take from the killer. That's the game design now. Iframes for every single negative situation survivors are in. Flashbangs they can fucking throw in front of your face. C4s they can plant on generators. A fucking cultist got added to the game, and she can remove the fucking hook states. So basically what that is essentially, say take Evolve, I'll do an Evolve example, and it kind of already exists in Evolve this, but it's balanced in this game because you have to run a very shit medic to do it. Those little white blocks that you see on the HP bars when you down a hunter, right? That's basically what you play for in this game as the monster, because it whittles their HP down, it makes them a bit weaker, and then obviously once you get to 2 strikes, they don't get the in-cap phase anymore, so then they have to play very well. They have to basically stay alive, essentially, to make sure the team doesn't die. That's basically what your equivalent of evolve would be in this, is basically every hunter gets this fucking 5th ability where after 60 seconds, bang, just press a button, remove one of them strikes. No fucking consequence whatsoever. You know. That's literally what it is. You're reversing the power roll's objective, essentially, for fuck all downside. They argue that the exposed that it gets slapped onto you when you actually do the perk in Dead by Daylight's a detriment, but it isn't. You just fucking hold W. You either hold W against the killer that's not traversal, or you don't hold W so you don't give them scratch marks and you just fucking hide. And then that's it. You don't get any drawback from it, apart from obviously transferring that hook state onto you. But if you don't get found, and you do just do your objective and all that kind of shit, means fuck all. Because you won't, the killer won't be able to keep up with you, especially in coordinated teams. So it is what it is. But I've said, like, anyway, like the whole time-based ASIM kind of thing is a very shit way to do an ASIM. Carnival Hunt isn't time-based either. It's time-based in the sense that you can stall them from getting to the top, but you still have time to kill the bunnies within that time limit, and obviously that's not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal, I mean, isn't just waiting that 40-minute window. You know, if you find the bunnies within that time, you've got complete agency to kill them. You know, in that game, it's just the time based. The time aspect of it is only that basically timer at the end of the window, where it's like 40 minutes or something, and then it'll say he's been bored, and you'll get another 10. It might be 30 minutes actually, because then it's a 10-minute timer, and then if they don't escape at that point, the magician wins, basically, which is kind of the same as this in Evolve, where if they don't kill the monster in time, then the monster wins. Because again, power roll. It's like the Carnival Hunt situation as well, because if the bunnies don't escape within that timer, all the loot that the bunnies made as well also gets given to the magician if they don't escape, because the power roll gets rewarded. Because the 4 didn't escape the power roll, basically, so the power roll gets rewarded for it. In Carnival Hunt, with the Puppet Master kind of lore thing we don't really know much about yet, you do actually still feel like the Puppet Master is on your side, you know, the big bad kind of thing. Because you're playing as the power roll, you're playing as the monster, you're one of his monsters, one of his minions, basically. So obviously, if they don't get out, he just gives all their loot to you, you know, because you're the minion. It's a wonderful little hidden piece of game design, that I do think, in it as well, where it gels it together and makes it believable that obviously, because the weaker roll didn't get out, the monster's going to get all the loot, you know, because he's still there, but obviously the bunnies are dead, that kind of thing. Going too deep into it, as I say, it is what it is. Like, it's got the start of a very good ASIM, but we'll have to see how it goes at launch. It does need to be monster tracking and tutorials for bunnies, though, because people need to know where they're going. I said it in a couple of the Carnival Hunt videos, and I don't mean it in a nasty way. It's just the way my voice sounds, and obviously with how vulgar I am. But seriously, a lot of gamers in this genre now, because of what Dead by Daylight's done to it, they're all fucking goldfish, basically, and they're not going to fucking play the game for like 2 minutes before getting fucking frustrated because they don't know what to do, you know. So the idea of discovering and the magic of discovery is not something you can really get away with in this genre anymore. You have to tell people where things are, you have to fucking spoon feed it to them, you know, you have to properly tell people where it is. And it's the same on the monster side, though, at the same time, because they're not going to stick around for searching around for like 10 minutes. But as I say, I said it on one of the latest videos, the devs are actually responding to it. They've said in the Discord, we are looking at ways for more abilities to track with the monster, and obviously more guiding mechanics for bunnies to tell them what they're supposed to be doing, what objectives they're supposed to be doing, what items they're supposed to be looking for, you know, in the map, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there it is. Fucking jamble of rant. I didn't have a clear ending on that one, but there you go. It is what it is. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I will hopefully see you for the next one. Bye.